whether it's down to them being soft, because these are all athletes that are surely capable of getting stuck in. I think it's a lack of application. There seems to be so little sort of actual motivation there.
What's the issue with Ramsey, by the way?
He's involved and indifferent for a long time, so the crowd's not his back. He's been playing out of position to be fair. He's been playing on the left, which is a really unnatural position for a player like Ramsey, so I don't really understand that.
I thought Ramirez terrorised him in that game. I wondered, I'm not seeing enough. When Ramsey first came back from his injury, he was tearing the challenges and he looked quite good. But I didn't know he dropped him quite so badly. I would have liked to, on form, I'd play him and get ahead of Coquelin, wouldn't you?
No, I think Coquelin is a little more likely to get stuck in there.
He's got injury
player I'd go with. Diaby as well.
Anonymous, man. Is he fully fit?
No, he's never been fully fit. I think that's his problem. I think he might have to be made into glue at the end of the season. It's just you're going to have to make a decision on that. Obviously, it's very sad for the guy, but if you want to compete, you can't be having those risks.
He's not going to get wasted in the middle of the
No, a bit of craft.
Yeah, maybe they got all of that.
You keep the ball so you don't have to win it back.
Yeah, maybe. I think with Diaby, I don't want him to retire right at the end because I think that would be tragic. But also because I really have got used to Ben saying every single time when he comes back, it would be like a
signing it. That's not just Diaby, that's anyone who's injured. Like, if there's a break, it's like, by the next game we'll have 11 new signings.
What do you think of the
same players?
What do you think of the penalty?
An interesting one. I think he fell over, but I can understand why the referee gave it, because from his position.
Was that a sending off?
There were two players behind there, so
No, you thought it was.
Initially I felt very strongly that it was, because it definitely, I don't know, but look at the replays, he may have lost control of the ball when the time was coming in, so he may not have had to pull the trigger, but I don't think it really matters too much whether the two players behind, because if a player goes through and looking at the goalkeeper to be, and it's brought down by a defender, I don't say it's not a red because the keeper was there, there's not a risk of opportunities with the right, so maybe it should have been. It was one of those ones where I could sort of see it like, I mean, I thought about it, but initially I definitely thought
it was a strange one as well, because Szczesny didn't seem in any way surprised that it had been given, but there's very little context on Ramirez.
he slips first. Yeah.
It's a strange one.
Does Sky's Super Sunday coverage make you not watch football? It's like being lynched with the idea of football. It's just Super Sunday, so either side, the matches might be rubbish, just because they're two slightly more kind of sides. How's it going to? It annoys me.
I'll tell you what Sky TV like, they look at poll. Do the poll at the end of the game to say, has it been a Super Sunday or not? I don't think it was a Super Sunday. Play the idea. If not, leave it.
There should be a retrospective thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not against motherfucking Monday, but
Yeah. It should be like a terrorism scale. It's like super, average, rubbish, and whatever the games have been like, it's sort of totals out.
yeah. And if Tony Garrido appears on screen at any point, like everybody just goes down. It's gone. Yeah.
Everyone's as a show.
He never gets the Sunday leagues.
That's all this is. More choice. What about Chelsea then? I mean, people still bashing Benitez down at the bridge.
I love how much he just does not care.
He's oblivious, isn't he?
I think he just doesn't care. It's almost like, well,
he is.
If I do well, it's good because I'm doing well in my job. If I do badly, it's good because I hate Chelsea.
I suppose as long as the tag of interim manager is still displayed every time he comes on television, then why would you really give two shiny shines?
It's a shop window, isn't it?
Do you think the negative attitude towards Benitez affected the home form?
Well, I think, if there's pressure on the manager, there's pressure on the team, because you hear those same reactions from the fans. It happened at James Park as well. So I think, any negative influence towards any aspect of the team is always going to be bad by its very nature.
We know that being an Arsenal fan, right?
Absolutely, really quite obviously transfers to the team.
I just think it's somebody you got to get behind some facet of your team. You can't just sort of go, this join of Frank Lampard is the best. He was good, a few years ago. It's just like,
Good impression.
There's an excellent Let's go to St James's Park.
No.
Peter, where
don't wanna.
That's what the Newcastle fans say.
There was a lot of booing. Because they were beaten at home by Reading 2-1. Noel Ranger vented his anger at the fans on Twitter, saying certain fans need to not come and support the team, coming out to boo us. Stay at home. Don't need your boos. Say no more.
And didn't one of the fans then reply saying, you've been arrested more times than you've scored goals for Newcastle? Shut up.
You can't get your shin pads on because there is a tag on your leg.
Yeah.
Would you be one of the boo boys?
No, I certainly wouldn't be myself, but I
He boos
respect
to us
it.
every time we buy the ticket.
I
50 quid! 50 quid again!
Well, you know, 56 last season for the Chelsea match away.
Don't buy it.
And it was about that price for Norwich away for a lot of fans who went down there, and it's a hell of a trip. You know, I respect anybody who stumps in the cash to go and watch a football match, so they do what they want, to be honest. But I wouldn't be a decision I made, to be honest.
I think that's what we think.
So it's not looking good at the moment.
Too much of the relegation zone is worrying.
You know,
So we're basically saying that they've got the right to do it, but you need to acknowledge it, doesn't it, the team? So.
yeah, I'd go with that.
That's true.
But it's just. I think we've probably got. I think Newcastle fans have got a lot more right to do. Perhaps Chelsea fans to be. They've got a lot more to be annoyed about. I think it's just the manner in which they sort of the capitulation, the way that you can talk all day about the Cabaye. He brought Cabaye off because of apparently a groin injury. The player himself admitted, but the actual he substituted Marvaux for James Perch. You know, he's not an attacking footballer, James Perch, which kind of sort of told everyone, right, we're playing for this 1-0. Newcastle never been in the ever.
Reading love a couple.
Is he right? Reading.
They should be renamed Lazar Reading.
It works. It definitely works.
Absolutely does. But
De Guzman-esque the Cabaye free kick, wasn't it?
It was a lovely free kick,
Lovely.
wasn't it?
yeah,
Really nice.
yeah, great win for Reading though. Do we see Reading hanging on? Are they going to drop off?
They've got a bit of momentum.
Well, we often talked about them in the Championship having the second half of the season spurge. Is that going to happen in the Premier League? Maybe they're going to finish in Europe.
I think we also commented, or one of us said, about how they seem to have been like a team who had an amazing run of form in the Championship and suddenly just woke up and found themselves in the Premier League. They didn't expect it. It took them ages to get used to the idea. So maybe now they are getting used to the idea. And with Glenville, Adam, James Lafondra and the Vanguard, who would bet against them? Actually, I would bet against them.
So I'm going forward to be a better.
Were you going to say? Oh, sorry. Carry on.
I was going to talk
Just a
about
sort of
Cisse, actually.
Well, let's go to West Ham. Really? Don't we have Sam?
No, the other Cisse was usually.
Oh, sorry. I'm jumping around.
Really convoluted route.
Indeed.
Back to St James's Park because Adam Federici did an incredible save against them. It was a good header from Cisse going in exactly the right direction.
That turn and volley as well, which was really shocking. And it was right after that, but it was rasping.
But it seemed to really knock Cisse. He was quite poor after those saves. Like he just sort of didn't quite know how to beat him, so it was just guessing. Almost.
Yeah, well, I think that's sort of one where it was him against the kick. The ball came in, and he should really finish. He looked really sort of just. I'll get this in. No worry. Oh God, I missed shit.
What seems different to you this season from last season?
I'd sort of argue that you're only really missing out on Ben Arfa, who wasn't a regular last season. Johan Cabaye was a big one. Tiote's been kind of in and out of the team, and indeed in and out of form. They're just not. Each individual player is not performing
Just
to
think
the.
complacent after last season, then, maybe. That's part of his job.
Yeah, it's just a lack of resilience. It's a lack of seeing the game off when you're a couple of goals to the good at one goal. Which Newcastle have never been good at, but we just need to do something because it's just not working.
It's talking about it for the French player, good friend.
But didn't they put in a bid of about 750,000, which was just laughing at it?
But they reckon like 1 million might see him there.
He's only forward one.
I feel they laughed at.
Get out of here, you lousy agent scum.
Reminiscent of the Gary Cook years.
Well, I was thinking in my head, but I thought I'll let him go for another week.
For the fact, just ha ha ha. Like when Bruce Willis gets the machine gun, like ho ho ho. Thanks in the back.
I just like how I end up sort of using car as a sort of scouting man.
Was it?
Not every time Newcastle go in for a team player, keep me out for
I want Real Madrid to genuinely have scouts following Arsenal scouts in the past. Like getting the jump on.
Not anymore.
Right, in North London, Spurs drew 1-1 off. Their fans weren't moving at the end of the game. They were bloody celebrating an injury time equaliser from Dempsey. Deserved.
Lovely image of AVP celebrating.
That was, wasn't it?
It's done well against Ferguson, isn't it? It's
4 points. 4 points.
Spurs are the better team.
absolutely.
They were
It's
excellent.
vibrant.
But if you look at that front four, or six if you like, of Spurs, it's very strong. Dempsey, Bele, Bale, Lennon, Defoe, Parker.
They just want Carl Walker for the right person. That was not the best of the season. I think he's got a good really. And Lennon's been good. And Lennon really benefits from Bale being so good. He was shit Bale. And Lennon's
Thanks for a similar threat. It's a lot for teams to